in the streaming of the program. I'm Sashi Ranjan Singh, and with me we have Madam Promorani Haubam, Principal, TITE Imphal West, and this online weekly program, it has been organized by the Directorate of SCERT Government of Manipur, keeping in view of the lockdown imposed due to the COVID-19 outbreak, hoping we will have a little bit to the society affected by the lockdown, madam. Every week on Wednesdays, we will be discussing on different topics related to the social issues, social at this juncture of pandemic outbreak. So, which will have the general mass of the society in their daily life or other ways around. It will be more or less from the education perspectives. So, madam, today's topic for the discussion is, as we know, the role of teachers in pandemic situation with special focus on life skills, madam. To start with, madam, can we know what actually life skill means, and can we know in more details?
It's a very crucial time with the worldwide pandemic of COVID-19 lockdown, which really affect all of us physically, mentally, emotionally, and socially. We need to strengthen our life skill at this critical period, juncture of our life. So thank you, sir, once again for bringing up this particular topic, the role of the teacher in the pandemic situation with special focus on life skill. To move into more details, the term life skill is a skill we need to make the most out of it. Any skill that are useful in our life can be considered as a life skill. We can define in another sense, it is a psychosocial abilities for adaptive and positive behavior which enable an individual to deal effectively with the demand and challenges of everyday life. Then again, it is a basic skill which can be acquired through learning and practical life experience, which enable an individual or a group to handle effectively the issues and problems that we encounter in everyday life. Now, coming from all this perspective, let me say something about the life skill educations. Imparting life skill educations to our student can be helpful as it addresses the need of the student. It helps in motivating, providing practical, emotional, cognitive, social, and self-management skill for life adjustment. And the objective of teaching life skill educations is to strengthen self-confidence, encourage critical thinking skills, then foster independence, and to help people to communicate more effectively. Again, there are many types of life skills in our life, but it depends, the use of this life skill, it depends on different phases of our life. To move into more details, the study skills. The study skill enable us to organize ourselves for study, do research work, or write assignment. This writing skill is very useful to varieties of career and job orientations. Again, one of the important skills that need to strengthen is negotiating skills, which will prove very useful when we buy something very, very over. Then again, we have the leadership skills. We needed to strengthen this one when we are going to lead teams or groups. And on top of that, I consider teamwork skill and self-reliance skills need to be strengthened at this particular phase of our life. I mean, with the COVID-19 lockdown situations. Yeah. Then we all have families, so parenting skill is very important as it will help us to have a peaceful, loving, and happy family. And the one skill which is very important, which I consider very important, is the skill of ability and skill of willingness to learn.
Yes.
Learning takes place when there is readiness.
Yes.
That's
only when the learners are ready.
Yes.
Madam, we have thought about 10 core life skills. It is said in education, we have 10 core life skills. Can we know about those 10 core life skills and daily life skills? You can say that also.
Oh, yes. There are so many life skills that we need to adopt in our life, but I'll mention these 10 core life skills laid down by World Health Organization.
Yes.
The first one is a self-awareness skill, which is
Right.
very important. It makes us aware of ourselves, our character, our strength, our weakness, our desire and dislike. We need to develop this skill as it will help us to know when we are in stress. So once knowing when we are in stress, we can minimize our stress by different means. So we need to inculcate to strengthen this life skill as it will save our life.
Right.
Then the next one is the empathy skill. This skill enables us to have a successful relationship with our family and with the society as well. It We need to strengthen this particular skill because we need it will help us to understand more about others people need, their feelings, and their desire also. So empathy skill